Good morning. Okay, this is what I bought yesterday at Walter Anderson's. Dahlias, the calla lilies, more lettuce, herbs, a pack of dahlia seeds, and cucumbers, fennel, tomatoes. That's it. Oh, and some zucchini in there too. And then this is the kale bed that I was talking about. I'm going to leave these three just to try and still give them life, but also, I don't know, I'm going to plant everything and then go from there if I need to remove those or not. But yeah, this was the kale bed. It had tons of kale that died. And, yeah, let's see how it goes. Okay, so I did this. I want to get a little visual of how it looks. And then you can kind of, like a puzzle, figuring out, what's going to work, thinking about how big they're going to grow. I think these two tomato plants are going to be great, and I'll have the onions in the middle. I'll probably put the basil, I'll swap out the basil. I'll move these two so the basil can be near, closer to the tomatoes, both of them. This one is a zucchini, so that's going to need its own space. But if I put it over here, it could get two. I want these to have the most sun. And I feel like this would clog up some sun, because this one is going to probably grow bigger. And then we have the fennel over here, which also can grow really big. So that's going to be over there. And then we have the herbs. Herbs, I try to keep always at the front and center. And then I may just do away with this one, because this one is just, I'll prune it to help give energy. Sorry about my nails. I'll prune it just so that way, usually that does a trick. You prune what's not doing well, so that way what is doing well, all the energy will be dispersed to that. So I've been doing that over and over and over, and it's still like that. Same for this one. It is producing, which is why I may leave it, but still, it's not looking super healthy. And then this one, see how these leaves are a little bit darker? Maybe I'll trim these leaves off just to let everything go towards what's healthy and still give it a try. Look how pretty. I think these are the French style of the peppery edible plant that starts at the N, and I always forget how to pronounce. So let's see, and it keeps growing. These were only 3 seeds, just 3 seeds. Strawberries are doing great. Last week I did a butchery type of pruning, chopping of the chamomile. And I believe these are cantaloupes. And they are popping through. We have one right in here. I think there's some other ones hidden. I don't know if you could see, like some baby ones in there. So that's fun. Okay, so I put a Delilah here, or Dahlia, not Delilah. And then I pulled out 2 onions. I ended up removing the one cucumber, put another cucumber, and put some herbs. I kind of left everything how I originally how I first showed you. I did, so I planted the flower seeds right in here. I think it'll be a nice little backdrop. I put the zucchini there, fennel, scallions, basil, one tomato, and then another cucumber, and then herbs. And I left this one here. We're going to give it some more time. So I still have space in the center. I could do lettuce. I could do, maybe not here, but I could do a row of lettuce, and then all scattered do like onions, radishes, maybe more herbs. We'll see. See what I mean? So I pulled out, you see how dead and weird they started looking? So that was all right here, which gave space for this bell pepper. Also, look at, this is the first time I've had a bell pepper grow this much or grow at all. I'm going to be harvesting those soon. So I put another tomato plant right here, and I think this bed is good. Well, I already showed you that one. And everything in here is going great. I put seeds, flower seeds right there. Put in the lettuce right there. Put a dahlia over there. There's my other little stockpile. That is the Fox Farm raised bed planting mix that I used up here. The goal was just to fill it up a little bit more because I knew I'd be extracting soil as I was pulling out the stuff that was in here. Like when I pulled out the kale, as much as I tried to loosen up a lot of soil, and then I even got the water hose and tried to water as much of the soil off of the roots, it still took some. So I wanted just to give it a new life, just new life. I put some salt, like magnesium for the tomato. I also scattered it a little bit around here I've never done that, but I heard magnesium is really great, not just for tomatoes, but for other plants. So I very sparingly did that. And then I put some fertilizer scattered all around. You always want to do that when you have new soil or putting new plants in. I put the calla lilies right here. I thought that would be a nice little corner area for that. And I put the other dahlia right there. I'm thinking about taking that one out too. There's some flies. I'm thinking about taking this one out, and we'll see how it goes. Everything else is going great though. Believe it or not, I pruned a ton on the tomatoes. A ton, like 2 days ago. These are the melons. Look at this. It's like, that's pretty big. And we have another one in there somewhere. You see, I pruned a ton, like as much as possible. And I feel like I could still do some more, but look at all these tomatoes. They're just all over the place. There's some back in there. Look at this. Did you see that red? Ooh, let me pull this one. The fennel I need to take out. And I'll probably have to take that fennel out soon too. And then prune this. Whenever I see this, I just snip it. I can't walk through here. Do you see that? And I tried to prune as much, but you know what? It's okay. It's okay. I put a watermelon right here. I did take out, as you can see, the flowers are right here because I feel like it was just overcrowding. It overcrowded the herbs, which I need to prune back and work on. I just felt like it was being smothered by flowers. These things grow a ton, by the way. They were just one plant here, one over here. And look at this. Look how big it gets. And that's it. Oh, there's the kale. That one's going really pretty. The dahlia. So that's it. I'm excited to see how this bed produces and see what else I can put in there. All right, well, have a good day.